Well, let's hope this week will be a good week. Hello everyone, my name is Miguelsgamingch and welcome back to the F1 2026 Sergio Perez career mode. We are now here for, I believe, round 7? 7? Yeah, round 7, I believe. Here in Canada at Circuit. Gilles Villeneuve, of course, named after the Canadian racer and father of Jacques Villeneuve, who went on to become a world champion, even though that hair did nothing for him, pretty much. And we have another bad news. It's going to be a back-to-back wet race. And you know what's even worse? It's gonna be thunder. I was lightning before the thunder. So it's going to be full wets. And then at the very end of the race, potentially, we might go into inters or, just manage our wet tires. And, as much as I want this to be a good weekend, the last 2 races, which has also been wet races, have not gone well for us, hasn't it? And, well, at least we have a sprint, which is going to be sunny. So that's a, we can score some points there, If we don't score in the race, at least we'll have some points from the sprint, if we do. But yeah. So, sprint qualifying, here we go. Oh, wait. We need to see if we can get some upgrades, man. I think we got powertrain upgrades. We have the ERS, I think, is #1 priority, man. Maybe I should do this one. This will come after Monaco? Or do I risk it and do it before Monaco? Before Monaco sounds nice. I mean, it would help us, that's for sure. Fuck it, why not? Let's fucking rush it. Let's rush all of the upgrades. So we have Aero, and then we have that, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's the progress history. We are getting closer. We have the Canadian GP upgrade package has been a success, and we are basically now part of the midfield at this point. We have left Aston Martin down there to rot, pretty much. And for those who didn't watch last episode, we finished 22nd, technically DNF, but since I completed 90% of the race, I was classified as P22, so technically not DNF, but I did not DNF. I did not finish, but just one lap down. Yeah, we are currently P8, still P8, but look at that, Hadjar is 1 point behind me. So that's going to be a battle for the championship here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to try to maximize everything here in Canada, even though it's going to be another wet race. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. There you go, folks. Let's get into sprint qualifying.
It's a sprint weekend here at the track, and before we can go racing, we need to go qualifying. Who will be on pole for the sprint to come? We're about to find out.
Bonjour, Quebec. I'm sorry, I'm not imitating. I'm trying to well, like, what would a French Canadian sound? Bonjour, my friend. I am Canadian. I don't know. I think I sound racist.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Loud and clear, brother. Alright. So from what I've seen, I think this is actually a good circuit. It may be, the overtakes may suck, but I feel like this is another circuit week where the deploy limit is very high. Sorry, the harvest limit is very high. So we can use boost mode pretty much most of the time here. So I will show you that. Navigate qualifying up. Here we go. haven't even reached the harvest limit. That puts us into third. Ahead of Hadjar at least. 500ths of a second only off from Leclerc.
Okay,
So this
just
should be a
2
good
laps
sign
of fuel
for
remaining
our
now.
SQ1, right? Of course, we do have the huge upgrade package that came in. So I think Bottas should also be, well, I was gonna say pretty competitive with the midfield, but he's currently slower than Fernando Alonso. So I don't know, man. You tell me. Where are we? P6. Yeah, we're pretty safe. I think we're gonna stay out. Let's just see what happens to Bottas here, to our teammate. He needs, I think, P60, P50 or P60. Not so sure actually, and I don't think he made
And that's
it in.
it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the
He
rest of the
did
weekend.
not.
So we'll see you all
P19
tomorrow.
for Bottas for the sprint. As we move on into SQ2. Great. Amazing. Mi bombo clat, right?
Alright, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check. Radio. Fuck, there's a Ferrari, nice. And an Alpine. 2-in-1, son. There's more cars. How am I supposed to start a flying lap if there's more cars? Okay, go ahead. You know how slow these AI are in terms of qualifying.
Right, we're right on the cusp
Alright,
now.
well,
We've been
that's
pushed
one
down
thing.
to
We should have
P11.
gotten more battery when we had the chance. Fast sector 3 is not bad. Only 300ths of a second off from Leclerc. Although Hydra just set a faster time than me on that. Definitely, if we got, I think in the hairpin, at the, as you can see at that the hairpin, right? I feel like if we could have gotten more, Lyco, we probably could have gotten a faster lap. It's already fast actually. Look at that. P3 for now. That's actually everyone. Unless Lando will take a higher position than me. And he's only gonna go 6th. That's interesting, man. Fastest theoretical time right now is at 110 on the dot. 70, and I don't. Oh, they're gonna go out. I'm not gonna go. 10th is what? 11. Actually, pretty close. Hopefully, besides, we only have one tire for SQ2, and we're into
And that's it
SQ3,
for
man.
sprint qualifying. Plenty more.
Let's freaking go, man. Yeah, buddy. We're into SQ3, and this time
radio
we have
check.
soft
Radio
tires.
check.
We have SQ3. Oh god. So that means we'll have to. I think it's either use softs for the sprint, or we use mediums. Most likely we'll use mediums. But yeah. always fastest sector 3. I think that's because we used the boost mode on the straights, right? Okay, not bad.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Mm-hmm. P6. Do we want to go out again? I'm not going out again. I accept my position. I'm probably going to be 10. Or not?
And that's
Or
it
not.
for sprint
Alright.
qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the
Well,
rest of the
good
weekend.
thing is we're starting
so we'll see you all
in
tomorrow.
front of the Red Bulls. That's news. P6 for SQ3. Yes. Alright, well, let's maximize our efforts here in Canada for specifically the sprint because the main race will be wet. And so far, my wet races have not been pretty good, hasn't it? Alright, there you go, folks. This is the F1, the FIA Formula 1 2026 World Championship. I don't know the title sponsor, but Canadian Grand Prix of 2026 at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Galaxy, Simulation. You know, J-Bone, that's the guy who says that. Simulation. So yeah. Let's go. Let's be Mexican. Let's crush him, bro. All right. Here you go, man. P6.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula 1 calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Verstappen, Hadjar, Albon and Franco Colapinto, Antonelli, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Lindblad, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Fernando Alonso and
Bottas got
Esteban
penalty,
Ocon,
or was the Alpine 19?
Bottas, Behrman,
I forgot.
Stroll and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
This is not 100%, right? This is a huge shot.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yeah, okay. Most definitely, oh, yeah, medium. Alright. Here we go, folks. Sprint race for the Canadian Grand Prix. Underway, lights out. That was not intentional. Oh, Lewis Hamilton overtakes Oscar Piastri there.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past.
That corner.
Okay, overtake enabled. Overtake enabled.
Honestly.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
What do you think I'm doing, Mark? Oh, lock up for Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I don't know, man. My tires are dead. What's happening there, man? Hamilton and Piastri, this battle is interesting, man. Fight it all out or something. But I'm still having this battle with Lando Norris. tires are gone this whole time. That's why I'm not able to keep up. What is it? My tires are so shit. Like, honestly.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Can't overtake the George Russell. P4, I think this is the best finish yet, man.
And that's the end of the race. We'll
Best
see you in Park
race
Ferme.
result in any format.
Okay, guys, yeah, let's analyze the whole weekend because I think we lack some pace throughout, so
Kimi doesn't
let's
even look
analyze
like
it.
Kimi though. The EA fucked Kimi's face model, I shit you not.
So with the sprint concluded,
Alright.
join us next time for
Well,
qualifying.
it was a good sprint
And
race,
of course,
so
the main
yeah,
event,
thank you very much
this
for watching.
weekend's
I'm
Formula
I'm
One
joking.
Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
Alright, we're moving on into qualifying and into the race. Yeah, pretty much. So what are the things that I need to do? I need to add, when we're gonna do the race, we need to add additional fuel, man. Because we're gonna lose. If I lose more fuel again, I shit you not, I'm gonna rage bait myself or something. Anyways, qualifying, here we go. Sunny.
Okay, radio check.
Quebec.
Radio check.
good shit, man.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining
That
now.
was the good shit. Where are we? P2. Above Hajar, above Kimi, above Piastri. That was indeed the good shit. Come on, our pace is above the Red Bulls. Except for Valtteri Bottas. I don't know what's going on with him. The man from Finland. I think he's too focused on the buttocks. But yeah. I think we can save a tire here. So we can have 2... Yeah, we're gonna save a tire. So we're gonna stay out. Since I'm pretty sure we're already safe with the time that we have. George Russell, 110.888. Theoretical best is 763. 110. Oh, it just changed. Okay. Bottas is starting P21. Damn. Bro can't get shit. Literally. I'm sorry, man. You gotta fix that car or something, man. I'm just saying this out loud.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Ready, check.
El Doradero soy bandelero. What's a Canadian song? I can't think of one. What's a... Oh! I know. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. It's Justin Bieber. I know you love me. I'm gonna talk about it. Oh, Drake. But I hate Drake, so I can't say that shit is garbage. Iceman was an Iceman that now I'm cold. Like, what the fuck? Manish on the beach, shabang. All my ops are dead. What do they do? They hit my head. This guy sucks.
Drop to P11.
P8 for now. When I say for now, I mean we might change position. Apparently not. P8 still. So what's the cutoff? 111.6. I think Hamilton and Hadger can definitely improve. So that will put us exactly in 10. Not unless one of these guys also improves. Like Carlos Sainz. I don't think Ocon will improve, but Sainz, Hamilton, and Hadjar is the one I'm looking forward to. If we're gonna do one more lap. Ella, el soy. Ella, bada, bada. We have the best sector tree. We have the best sector tree out of all of them, man. Oh, no, except for Mr. Charles Leclerc. Here. Sector 1 and Sector 2 is lacking, specifically. We just have a fast sector tree. Because of the boost mode, I think. Do I go again? I'm kind of confused. Honestly, yeah, if you want to get into Q3, which may or may not be the best case scenario, so let's just do that again. One more time, boys. A thunderstorm race, my friend. Did I mention that already? maybe a thunderstorm race. Sounds like a massive. That was the shit. That was the shit. We may have crossed the line there, but it didn't penalize it technically. That's guaranteed PQ3 now. First time fastest in a session. Alright.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Go in and then one tire. They're still past the sector 3. We're second.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I have nothing to say. Also, we're skip for this. I'm not doing another lap. Fuck that. Also, how did Gasly and Science I get, but like Gasly? Alright, man. Whatever you say, you dig. See, even Antonelli's not going out. Fuck. It's that bad. We're starting P4 and it's... What incarnation is this? It's a British lockout podium here. Lewis first, pole position. George second, Lando third. And then we have the Mexican outside at fourth. Sure, son. Whatever you say. Alright, well, it's gonna be a wet race. So I don't expect much after those last 2 wet races that we did. And yeah. Do I need to say anything else? Look at that. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Heavy rain, light rain. Let's do this. Let's do it. What is up with Perez and wet races? Well, first of all, we do not pit under VSC. Second of all, pit inters. And third, yeah. Suppose that. Oh, we need more fuel, man. More fuel than anyone could allow. We need like 2 laps worth of fuel because we're gonna be using all of that flat out in the corner, in the start, right? We may be a little bit overweight because of it, but in the end, it will be worth it because all of that fuel will be draining out immediately. Trust.
Here in Montreal, lights out is quickly
Look at
approaching
how heavy
on this
this
artificial
fucking rain
island
is.
originally built
Is
for
this
the
even
World
safe?
Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here.
Very
We're
wet.
back
Oh,
in Montreal
really, man?
for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think.
It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and
Oh my
14
God, I feel
corners
like in the
overall on
corners
this
it will be
circuit
shit.
that in the dry
We
can
need to be
see
slow
average
in
lap
the
speeds of
corners.
around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Perez, Max Verstappen, and Sainz.
Carlos Sainz P6 is crazy.
Piastri, Gasly,
Same for Gasly.
Antonelli, and Charles
Nah.
Leclerc.
Penalty for Charles.
Ocon, Albon, Isaac Hadjar, and Colapinto. Lawson, Bortoletto, Fernando Alonso, and Arvid Lindblad. Stroll, Hulkenberg, Bottas, and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
I don't know.
And alongside me
And
in
I
the
don't
commentary
know.
box today, former racing
That-
driver herself, Naomi Schiff. And
that
let's
is
talk
heavy.
momentum with this driver. What a sprint it
Shiny
was.
Red Bull,
They
though.
start
Look
at
at that.
0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse. But what we're looking for today is a reaction.
Brother, we did a sprint race earlier.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Ready, check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay. Alright. Well, hope for the best, everyone, because it's going to be here a wet Canadian Grand Prix. 5 laps. And we're underway. I'm stuck behind George. Oh god. I'm stuck behind George. Shit. Fuck. The words that are coming out of my mouth. It's not gonna speak the devil, huh? I think this is worse than Jeddah for Miami. Holy shit. You can't see shit. And the tires are shit. Get it? Shit. No. That's not spin. Not even my tires want to fucking move now. Oh, let's not hit the wall of champions, please. Okay, here comes Max Verstappen. I wonder how Lance Stroll is doing, considering it's both a wet race and his home Grand Prix. Surely he's up in the top 50. Right then. Not even my wheel can fucking lock. Safety car would help me a lot because I know I have the worst, tire degradation. And we're gonna fit in lap 12. If it's somewhere in that range, there would be a safety car. That would be really, really helpful. That would make everyone fit, not just me, who can manage their tires really, really well. This is 5 more laps than Miami. Miami only has 20 laps here in Canada. We have 25, but it's a shorter track technically. We'll see.
Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
So you're saying Inters could be a possibility in the near future?
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Yellow flag.
Green flag.
Yellow flag.
Green flag.
Yellow flag.
Again. Let's go.
We have a yellow flag back there. I think that's one of the McLarens out of the race. I don't think it will be a safety car. Oscar Piastri is out.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed.
VSC.
We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Well, I don't think it depends. If the car ahead of us will fit, aka Lewis and Russell.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Tyre condition still looking good.
We have another yellow flag, one of the Ferraris or the Saubers, no info. Maybe another VSC here. Nope. It assumed maybe only a car spun up or something, but there you go. Oh my god, that would have been insane to get another safety car.
Okay, Checo, Verstappen behind you now. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
Every time
Weather's
you make me
changing
do...
now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
You want me to box
Copy.
Inters? Are you sure?
Full wet seem like the best tyre for now.
God, it's the same decision that we're making from Miami. No one's coming in. Oh my god. Alright, I'm coming in.
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. We can work on a new objective later. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Okay, a lot of people...
Valtteri is in for his stop.
A lot of people better than me. Let's just try this Inter. These Inter. Do something.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already.
Shut up. You made this decision. You fitted me while it's still full wet. When it's still heavy.
Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Lanstro and Colapinto.
Don't forget, you've got more control than ever over your ERS mode, so
No,
play around with them in
I
your
don't have
MFD.
boost mode, so what are you talking about? Stop.
And gap to the car in front, 3.4 seconds. Okay, Checo, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Full wet seemed like the best tyre for now. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
I feel like there should be a window, right? You're saying this, meaning while the wet is faster, ideally drivers who are on wet, between, I guess, where I would have pitted usually lap 12, right, would pit for inters because of the changing conditions. That's what I'm saying. But we'll see.
Okay, gap ahead, 1.6 seconds.
The inters are getting faster as the conditions are changing, meaning maybe around lap 12 or so, inters will become prime tires for these conditions, meaning they should pit the wet tires, not unless they want to sacrifice all of the time wasted staying out and having the wet tires.
Happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Very good. If that's the case, then good.
Okay, good work. Great pass. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Inters are faster. Inters are faster now, man. Calm down.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Brother, honestly, I've I've been checking it this whole time. I think it's gonna manage until the end of the lap. Honestly, only at 10% by this point. I think we should be good. Tire degradation is not that huge for the interest for now, man. I'm just saying. It may be, it'll be close, but I think that the interest will last throughout the whole race. So I mean, if you know Hadjar, Antonelli, the rest of the front five, if they're not going to change into the inters, then let's make the catch for it, right?
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.0 seconds.
I'm catching them.
Okay, Hadjar's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Time last lap, 1:26.0.
We're catching by 2
closing
seconds.
in by around 1.4 seconds a lap.
1.4 seconds, yeah. Pretty much 2 seconds, right? Let's go. Let's catch him. Gotta catch him more, they said, right? Oh, Dean Lawson is out of the session. Please do not tell me he's going to be a PhD. I don't think so. I think if it was VSC, all of the top 6 drivers
10
would
minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
If the mate, that's at the end of the race. Man. You don't need the time. But yeah, rain is getting lighter, meaning the winters are becoming more phenomenal. And I think again, by the time we reach this
Yellow
part,
flag. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track.
Oh, there
No
it is.
overtaking
There's
through the
Liam
yellow
Lawson.
flags. Green flag. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
we have Hadjar. And I don't think these assholes in the top 5 are planning to do a pit stop.
Okay, that's Antonelli just ahead. Push hard. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.9 seconds. They're on old wets. They've done 14 laps on those tyres now. And the time last lap, 1:26.0. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap.
Okay. So we're pushing for it. We're pushing. 10 seconds is the gap to catch. It's huge, but Let's see. We have 9 laps if I'm correct. 2 seconds. If the gap is 10, 4, 6, 8. Within 5 laps, we should be there. So I think we have the free space. And Antonelli, with that Norris, and then I think Verstappen, they're all packed up together there. So that means that's another 5 laps to secure potentially our first podium for Qatar. So here we go, folks. We need to push now.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.7 seconds. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Do you want me to get a podium or what? We're doing this sunny haze mode, man. Shut up.
The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
I'm not. I'm thinking about getting these fucking 3 motherfuckers here.
Okay, the gap to the car ahead is 5 seconds. Let's see if we can bring it down.
I'm bringing it down, man. Come on.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
That cost me. Just one last rerun. Man.
Try and close the gap to the car ahead. It's currently 2 seconds up the road.
Shut up, I know what I'm doing.
Confirmed. Okay, Checo. Okay, Antonelli ahead. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Didn't I tell my engineer to shut the fuck up?
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Oh my god. We have 8 rewinds, okay? So if you're commenting that I keep on using rewinds, fuck you. Oh my god, Antonelli pitted. Why he pit so late for inters, man? Oh, he wants to get my position? Well, we'll have like a 10-second gap. And we only have 3 laps left, so it's too late for him. Although he does have the pressure inters, we'll see. I don't think it will affect us though. Defense is not like our thing, right? We are the Mexican Minister of Defense, so you tell me.
Okay, you've got P3. P3, well done. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Full wets are gonna lose more. Although there may be a point here at the, maybe on the last lap, most likely or not, where both wet tires are. Oh my god, Verstappen pitted. Wet or slick? Inters. I think like the surface is too wet, but it's fast. It's drying, but the thing is, it only dry at the last lap. So I guess like, you know, I think he should have gone to slicks if that was the case. If he pitted this late, I think slicks. Even though it hasn't been declared, that it's dry, it's the way to go. Bottas is in the pit.
Valtteri's in the pits.
Fine, bro. It's still considered as dry, as wet. Verstappen pitted again. The AI does not know when to fucking pit or what to pit. He's gonna go on slicks. It's too late now, is it? Last lap he decided to pit. I don't think the two front runners are going to pit as well. So there we go. Last lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. This was, well, a wet race that we have come prepared after 2 shit wet races. Both in Jeddah and Miami. What an amazing drive from us. Thank you to the team for the great strategy on putting me on these inters. And only now they added boost mode on continental home grounds, baby. North America, Cadillac's first podium with Sergio Perez.
Yes!
GG.
Yes! Come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Yeah, good job, guys. Let's keep it up.
GG.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
And they led every single lap of the race. It was a light to flag victory, and that
Congrats
is
to
total
Lewis.
dominance.
Congrats to us on the podium. Not fucking bad at all, man.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action, but with more races lined up.
25 points. And GG. Nice. Well, that was the Canadian Grand Prix. That was probably one of our best weekends yet, no? Alright, next is going to be Monaco. Touché. Imagine it's going to be a wet Monaco race. That would be back to back to back to back wet races, but hopefully not. Yeah. That should be about it. What do we have? On the standings, we're still P8, but we're pretty much actually we're still above Hadjar, so technically we're the best off, even inside of the best. We're 5th right now for constructors. There you go, look at that. After 2 shit races, we got fastest lap and a podium. Viva la vida, baby. And that one is actually French, so that's nice. Upgrades. Everything should be as normal, technically. Right? Let's see.
Right, I'm afraid to say that we've had a major issue on the production
line.
Oh,
is this the one that I rushed?
The entire development package for the weekend.
I don't even have
any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
So this one also failed? No, that one didn't fail, man. I rushed that one and that one didn't fail. Okay, man. Is this mine? Oh, this is Bottas. Why the fuck should I do that? No, no thank you. I'm looking forward to do something else. Rush it before Barcelona. I feel like this would probably be more on Austria. We'll do Austria on that one. Alright, so where are we in the R&D technically? We are still in the midfield. Backish. Alright, well, Monaco. In real life, this was a heck of a race, so we'll see in the simulation. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this great episode, and I'll see you all in the Principality in Monte Carlo. I'll see you all next time. Good night.